Hello, ladies and gents. I am the Rev, and welcome back to more of Terminator Resistance. Thank you for joining me so much. And in this episode, we are going to find our chalk for our little man, and we're going to get the rest of Colin's supplies. We're going to get 2 of those, and then at the very end, we're going to make it here to members of Resistance. So if you want to know how to do all that, just kick back, relax, and let's get some. Alright, so we need to get to a chock full of surprises. Just right up over here. Alright. Ooh! Nice. Well, I need a little bit of health, looks like. So... alright, there's gotta be a way in. Walked right past it. It's all good. Oh. See what else is floating around before we drop down there. Nice. Okay. There we go. And the one part I find real interesting about the game so far is that whenever we're going back to these places where people were, there's just a crap ton of stuff there. It makes sense. I mean, if you just run and DD out. Oh. Ooh. I can see that. Ooh. What's in here first? Bunch of booze.
That's quite an imagination you've got there, Patrick.
I would say it looks like the Seattle Space Needle. Aha.
Okay, that should do it.
That's what I'm talking about. No skill points. Okay, so now we've got to go over here, run back here to Colin's stash. Interesting stuff. Alright. Never want to blow up things just randomly because you never know when you might need them in a mission. Alright. Now, it should be... yeah. go. That is much better than it was. I'll try to make sure I pause that so you guys can read it. I tend to read them in I'm doing my extra stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, I couldn't take everything, huh? Obviously, I should have put a bigger thing in my... What I should have done, huh? Oh, well. Okay. Don't think I need anything. No, we're good. Okay, so now we've got to go 210. I think we've already been there. Let's see. Yeah, we've already been there. We already opened that up. So, hold on a second, folks. I'm going to run over here and then we'll start once we get there. Or I can just keep running and, you know, we'll get there eventually. Got a nice narrow little spot to run through here. Shouldn't be too terrible to get through. One part that does suck is kind of got to run blind, because if I turn on this, it slows you down, and as soon as you start to sprint again, it'll shut you. Oh wow, what they're shooting at. It'll shut you down again. So, and if you're curious, you can't really make it up stuff like that. Developers made this a very, you know, some games you can just go up and over walls and mountains. I said, developers made this a very narrow path that you're... Really? I can't jump up? Well, that's not cool. Oh, and it blocked me from jumping over it. Really? Man, I gotta worm around. There we go. Interesting. So it's behind this door, which means the door can't probably be locked. There, they take it. What's this? Oh, we've already been through here, though. Okay, so we need to be in this building. This is what we're looking at. All right, we're gonna save over here now. Oh, we got a Terminator and a droid. Okay. I'm not scared. And what do we have here? Trade supply. Drugs, all kinds of drugs.
Dispensary. This is it. Looks like Colin was really prepared. Or maybe he was planning to open his own pharmacy once this was all over.
Nice. Ooh, what's it?
Huh. Aaron will appreciate that.
Oh, okay. So I need to go back to the hideout now. Oh. Well, they really give you plenty of everything, don't they? I don't think I can get out there. Nope. Let's see. 117. Looks like that's the closest way out. More junk in here. Oh, let me go out there. Alright, we're just gonna haul butt, I think, here to the next spot. Take us too long to get over there. One nice thing. Might say 200 meters, but boy, do we cover a couple hundred meters fast. I'll tell you that. Ah. Oh no! Well, I got those guys, didn't I? Yeah. Why do they have teeth? That's what I want. All right. Okay. Pasadena is far gone, but I managed to complete my first mission as a tech comm soldier. Now it's time to say goodbye to my companions before I go and join Commander Baron and her South Division. What's up, girl?
Jacob, how is Pasadena? You know what? Forget I asked. I don't want to know. I'm just glad that you're all right.
And how are you doing?
I guess I'm a little nervous before tomorrow.
Aren't you curious about what happened in Pasadena?
No. I think I'd rather keep that place in the past. Actually, I have a confession to make. I've never been outside of Pasadena until now. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
That's not surprising. After all, that's where your home is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where
People
it
ain't
used
gonna
to
go
be.
that far.
Right now, I'm going to try someplace new to call home. I did my traveling through pictures and postcards that wanderers brought with them. My favorite had a little flamingo drinking water from a lake on it. Its long red neck curved like a snake.
Vegas?
Patrick's mother gave me that postcard. It's funny how I never met my mother, but I was around to see Patrick's leave him.
Ooh.
I thought Patrick was your brother.
In our house, we were all brothers and sisters. But me and Patrick, we've always had this special bond. Felt what the other one was feeling. We'd even get sick together. I remember the day Patrick's mom brought him in. They were both tired and dirty, so we took care of them. Patrick was crying a lot. He was teething at the time. I think that was what scared her away. She just couldn't handle the crying.
How was she?
I loved her. For the time she was with us, I liked to pretend she was my mother, too. After she took off, I was devastated. But my father said, "You need to grow up. You have a brother now." So I burned the postcard.
Ooh.
The little red flamingo flew up in flames. And I promised myself I'd never be weak again. But I guess we all need someone we can be weak with sometimes, don't we?
No, that's not it. It's, everybody needs a little bit of hope in their life.
I never asked you. What are you planning to do tomorrow?
I've been meaning to tell you earlier, but I panicked. And that's because I decided to go with Ryan.
Cool.
We'll find somewhere safe, away from all this. You have to understand, I need to do what's best for Patrick. I'm his big sis.
Totally
I need to
understand.
protect him. I haven't told him yet. He'll be devastated leaving you and Aaron, but I think it's for the best.
Okay. Telling us to go to sleep now. Everybody else. Oh, look at the puppy. Okay. Alright, real quick, I'm going to buy things and waste some money. Alright, now it's time to go to sleep. About 8 hours. Jeez.
Wake up!
Uh-oh, here we go.
We need to move.
What's going on?
Everyone, wake up! You need to get out of here.
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you can't stay here any longer.
She asked a question, and I suggest answering.
You don't want to do that. I've got this place rigged with explosives, and there's a detonator in my pocket.
You got what?
Would you mind? Lower your gun, Ryan. He's the one that saved my life. What do you want from us? You have to get out of here. Skynet's on its way. They finally found you.
What do you mean they found us? They were looking for us?
Not for you. For him.
Yep.
He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
Oh.
All right, everybody, you heard him. Let's get moving. I'll get the bus ready.
There's no time for that. There's a passage here. It will lead you out. Use it.
What was that?
All right, everyone, get out!
Jacob!
Give me that. It's the same one. It's the same model. Leave! Now!
How the hell's he still alive?
Go! 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 Watch out! Don't just stand there! Run!
We were able to escape thanks to the stranger. He sacrificed himself and buried that infiltrator once and for all. But with Patrick hurt from the explosion, others had no other option. They had to join me at the resistance shelter. Ah, crap.
Baron listened to us. She could no longer deny that this infiltrator was a real threat. She decided to take everyone in, on her terms. The shelter was on high alert, but thanks to the intel I gathered in Pasadena, we slowed the advance of the Annihilation Line and gained some time. Just enough to start preparing the counterattack.